Payday 2 build video, as if there aren't enough of those already. This is the first video of a few I'll be making showcasing the different builds I use. Before I start though, I'd like to mention that the best way to get a strong build is to take the time and understand how the different perk deck skills and weapons synergize with each other, and make your own build from that. But that's not why you're here, so I'll show you an in-depth review of the builds I've made. Alright, so for this video, I'll be showing my main build. This is my favorite one. It is a Stoic Sniper variation. I will be going through what is important in this build, what's essential you have to have, and what can be substituted out for other things. Starting with the weapons, the R700. It is the best sniper rifle in the game. It has enough damage to one-shot heavy units, and is a just beautiful sniper for the ammo pickup, accuracy, everything. If you don't have the DLC for this, you can choose the Rattlesnake or the Repeater. Those also have the same damage. If you don't have those, I guess the Platypus. The only important thing with this, I'll be going over all the weapon mods here. The only essentials is you have 100 accuracy, and you have a sight that is 3.25 times zoom or less. But I'll just go over what I have. That's mint condition skull white for the color, no barrel, with a team boost, red drop weapon charm, LED combo for free stability, 45-degree red dot, again for free stability, not that stability actually does anything. The sight, this is what's important. It has to be 3.25 zoom or less. Anything over that and you start to get sway in your sight, and that can throw off your aim. And then tactical stock. And yeah, the R700, you use this for the heavy swats, tasers, medics, everything that's not a bulldozer right in front of your face, which is what we have the Krinkov for. The Krinkov is the highest DPS SMG out of the 100 damage SMG damage class. That's why I went with this one. The ammo efficiency is terrible, so only use it for dozers that are within kissing distance. Again, with the mods, we have mint condition razor splitter. Bigger, better suppressor is quite nice for the stat bonuses. Team boost, red drop, auto fire. I think this is the charging handle. Don't take the charging handle. Scope mount, Moscow special rail, stealth laser module, AK grip, Vergi AK grip. I don't know how to say that. Vergi, Vergay. I don't know. AK quad stack mag. They've nerfed the speed pull recently, which is really unfortunate. That's why I use the quad stack instead of speed pull. Yeah, quite sad they did that. It did deserve a nerf. I don't think it deserved as heavy as a nerf as it got. Biometric analyzer, classic stock, and then I don't even know what that is. Whatever the last slot on the Krinkov is, I don't use that. Next, we'll just go over everything else. The CTV is for armor. I go with this one. The choices really are between CTV and HBV. It's personal preference whether you want that extra 40 health or if you just want the movement speed. If you like movement speed more, go with this one. If you like the health more, go with that. First aid kits, very essential. I go with the ice pick. Stoic hip flask with Stoic. That is quite important in a Stoic build. I'll quickly go over crew management as well. I'm just going to hover over all that so you can see what it is. Breaker 12G shotgun's really nice on AI. I would recommend you get that. And now for the skills though, what everyone's been waiting for. Skill allocation. From the top, we have uppers. Uppers are quite essential with Stoic. It lets you play so much more aggressively. It comes in clutch for situations where you're low on health and you just use your flask. You can use first aid kits. Quick fix just to bonus the uppers. Combat medic because you have to get it. In controller, hostage taker is quite essential. This is probably the most important skill for Stoic. This is what keeps you alive. If you don't have this, you only have so much health to work with pretty much the entire match, and that's it. In order to keep your hostage taker, you're going to want converts, which is what these skills are for. The converts don't actually do all that much. Even being a bullet sponge is somewhat useful. But Partners in Crime Aced is super essential. This is what keeps your converts alive. If this skill here gives them a 99% damage reduction, essentially giving them almost 100k health to work with. Joker Aced, just for the extra convert time, it's quite nice, but it's not essential. Joker Basic's the only one you have to have. And Confident Aced is actually very important with Stoic. You do want 2 converts at any given time, because if one of them dies, then you still have your Hostage Taker bonus to get another convert. Every other build, you only really need 1 to get the benefits from it, but with Stoic, you do want 2. In Sharpshooter, this setup is quite expensive to get to Graze, which is your main damage with the sniper rifle. However, it is the most valuable way to get to Graze. Every other skill combination, you're going to have a lot more wasted points into it. Ammo efficiency, not all that useful in an R700. It can be, for example, in Overdrill when you're holding the entrance, or in Bomb Forest, places where you can't really grab a lot of ammo, it's useful. But other than that, the ammo pickup on the R700 is crazy, so it's not essential. Aggressive reload, quite nice, but again, not essential. As long as you get to Graze somehow, that's fine. In Enforcer, I have this just because it's convenient. Nothing in Tank, even though a lot of Stoic players will say, oh, you gotta get the tank bonuses. Tank is benefiting armor, and while lots of the bonuses do carry over to Stoic, not all of them do, so investing in the tank tree will give you quite a few wasted points, so I don't get that. Underdog, in theory, this is pretty good, because it gives you a 15% damage bonus when you're being targeted by 3 enemies or more, and this is for if Captain Winters is present. I haven't actually tested this, because there's been no good opportunities, but in theory, the 15% damage bonus you get should override the 10% damage reduction Captain Winters gives, which is enough damage reduction that your sniper rifle no longer one-shots the heavies. So this lets you keep some of that consistency, in theory. In Technician, I just have Steady Grip for the 100 accuracy on the R700 because that's really important. Ghost, Parkour is nice because it gives you, instead, it doesn't give you 10% movement speed, it gives you 3.5 movement, which, payday math, I don't know. But this is just nice for movement. You don't need Parkour. Duck and Cover, yes, absolutely. That speed from Duck and Cover is crazy. Must have this one. Not necessarily Parkour. Silent Killer. Unseen Strike it synergizes so beautifully with Stoic. What it says here, you have to not lose any armor or health for 4 seconds to activate Unseen Strike. The damage over time you take from Stoic does not count as losing armor or health. So as long as you play Stoic how Stoic's meant to be played, you will always have Unseen Strike active, which gives you basically permanent 35% crit chance on a 75 detection risk build, which is pretty nice. High value target, this is super important with the R700 or any 258 damage sniper. This 50% damage you get at 10 meters range will let you one-shot medics, tasers, and cloakers at that distance. Without it, you can't one-shot them, it takes 2 rounds. Professional, it's only to get to these 2, and because it benefits the Krinkov to give it 100 stats, and this one is just useless. And second one, the only wasted point in the entire build, but you kind of have to have it to get all this. And then in Fugitive, 9 lives, because 9 lives is just amazing, and even I find myself sometimes needing that extra life. And I have Bloodthirst for the extra damage, so that if I'm caught off guard while reloading or out of ammo, I can still have that 1 kill to take out a heavy SWAT.